Hi everyone, Lisa here from Down to Earth Gardening and Design. Welcome to our video today, which is on putting amaryllis into dormancy for some winter blooms. So we're quickly approaching mid-September. I'm here in New England, it's zone 6B, and I have my little amaryllis collection here with me, which I am loving. And as you all know, with gardening, there's some planning involved. So my amaryllis here has been outside on my back patio for the summer. So I just want to talk briefly about how to care for it year long. And I have a couple other videos out on amaryllis because I love enjoying the flowers so much in the wintertime when nothing else is going on. But also, a lot of people get them for gifts for the holidays. They're really popular around Christmas. And the blooms last for so long. They're beautiful, large flowers, and you can even use them as cut flowers, but they make a wonderful holiday decoration, gift, or just to enjoy during the winter months. Okay, so in order to get your amaryllis to bloom during the winter, you really need to get out your calendar and do some calculating. So I like to stagger mine a little bit to have during the holidays and then January, February, March when it's pretty dreary here in Connecticut. So what you'll need to do is bring your amaryllis in at the latest mid-September and then leave them in dormancy for 2 to 3 months, pull them out, and then it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks for them to bloom. So I'm going to tell you how to do it and give you the specifics in a minute. But I want to talk about just the timing of what you're doing throughout the year with your amaryllis, because there's a couple of tricks to them to keeping them around because they can last many, many years. So during the winter, your amaryllis blooms. And then what you want to do when the flower fades is cut the stalk down and leave the leaves. And then you're just going to treat it as a house plant inside. It's going to get some sunlight, so you want it in a sunny spot, draft free, so a nice warm location, so it's really pretty in a window with mixed in with your other houseplants because the foliage is really beautiful. And then for me, what I do is take them outside about the time that I'm planting my dahlia tubers, and you all know how much I love my dahlias, or if you plant tomatoes. So it's when the temps at night warm up to about 60 degrees. Then it's safe to bring them outside. So I love bringing them out on my patio, and I mix them in with my other containers out here, and then just treat them as a potted plant. So you can see how pretty the foliage is, and the bulbs actually gained some growth here. And in fact, they're doing so well that they're throwing off some babies, some little daughter bulbs. Okay, so typically late summer, so as early as the end of August, you can start thinking about putting them into dormancy. And specifically what you do is when you start thinking, oh, it's time for me to bring my amaryllis in, you want to back off and stop watering. So you can see here how dry these containers are. So stop watering. I'm going to take these little gourds out that my grandson has decorated my plants with. So bring them into dormancy. So that means finding a dark place, a little bit cool, around 55 degrees, and keeping them there. So you leave the foliage alone, you stop watering them, and then you forget about them in a cool, dark, dry place for 2 to 3 months. And that's it. No watering. You don't want to water them during that time. They're really just getting a little rest, a little sleep, and gaining some energy to throw off another round of beautiful blooms. So what will happen when they're in dormancy is their foliage is going to die back. So when you bring them out of dormancy, you can just remove or clip off the brown dead foliage, and you bring them out into a sunny spot inside your home, and then you resume watering them. So you want to water them at least once a week, treat them like a house plant, and then if they're healthy, and I find if they have 4 blades here, then they're going to throw off a nice flower for you. So just a little aside, when you bring them out of dormancy, you can also repot them or freshen up their soil a little bit, or you can also, decorate on top of the soil here. I have a little bit of moss here. You can use some pebbles. So just do some fun things with them so you can really enjoy them as some winter decor. But when you repot them, if you decide to do that, you can remove these little daughter bulbs, and I have another one I can show you, and give them their own pot. However, it's going to be quite a while before they're mature enough to throw off their own flowers. So I will just treat this little daughter plant like a house plant until, maybe a couple of years until it's ready to flower. So I do want to give you an update as well on my daughter Hannah's waxed amaryllis bulb. So in February we put out a video where I had given her the waxed bulb as a gift. I love how they look, and it's just so cool that they need nothing to survive. So it's literally just a amaryllis bulb surrounded by some wax. So it was red for the holidays. And then I wanted to preserve it, so I removed the wax, and I walked you through how I did that in the video. And she's had hers outside. We potted it for the summer, and it is doing fantastic. So it looks like it's going to flower again. So I'm going to remind her to put hers into dormancy as well, so we can all enjoy some winter flowers. So that's it. I'm going to be putting my pots in my wagon, and I'm going to be putting mine in the garage and saying goodnight to them for a few weeks. Now, if you do want to have some holiday blooms, you are going to want to take them out of dormancy by mid-November at the latest. So that's just a little aside. But again, you can also stagger them and have fun with them so you can have some blooms all winter long. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please go ahead and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel because we love doing these gardening videos for you.